Unfinished Business, a story of perspective. There's a man walking through life with his head down. Not because he's tired, but because somewhere along the way, he stopped believing. He passed the gym he used to train in, the cafe where he dreamed of building something great, the street where love once lived, but left him broken. He thought he was done, but he wasn't. He had unfinished business, and one night, when the silence got louder than the noise, a voice inside him whispered, "Go back, go back." Not to repeat the past, but to face it with a new fire, a new mindset, a new perspective. He got up the next day and walked straight into the places that once broke him. Back to the gym, not with shame, but with strength. Back to the blueprint, not to overthink, but to execute. Back to the relationship, not to relive, but to release. Back to the flame, because he knew now he was fireproof. The game hadn't ended. He had just been playing with the wrong vision. Because here's the truth, your perspective changes the game. You can't undo the past, but you can rewrite your response. You can say, "Thank you for leaving me. You made room for better. Thank you for firing me. You gave me the keys to freedom." He wasn't bitter anymore. He was better. Everyone wants more. More life, more success, more freedom. But most people only show up once a week, once a month, expecting full-time results with part-time effort. And the reason the dream isn't in their hands, it's because their perspective is out of alignment with their potential. You don't value what you can't see clearly. One day at the gym, he noticed two men. One hated every second, and the other grateful just to be breathing. The doctor had told him, change or die. So for one man, the gym was a burden. For the other, it was a blessing. One saw a prison, the other saw a passport. Same place, same weight, different perspective. He started seeing storms as lessons, not losses. Where others saw inconvenience, he saw growth. Where others saw rejection, he saw redirection. He stopped saying, "I should," and started saying, I must forgive, I must rise, I must build, I must live, I must become. Because should is soft, must creates movement. He realized someone out there would give anything for the very life he was complaining about. The shoes you hate, someone else is praying to walk again. The job you dread, someone else is crying for a chance to provide. So he stopped asking, "Why me?" and started declaring, "Try me." The setback, the pain, the betrayal, they weren't enemies, they were assignments. The giant in front of you isn't here to kill you, it's here to reveal you. And then he shifted everything. Because when your perspective changes, your language changes. And when your language changes, your world transforms. He stopped speaking from his wounds and started speaking from his wisdom. Not weary, but wiser. Not broken, but built. Not defeated, but destined. This season, it's not your ending, it's your becoming. The pain isn't permanent, it's preparation. So he looked in the mirror and said, "I don't know who I used to be, but I know who I'm becoming. And I'm not going back with the same eyes." Because he finally understood, the right perspective makes the impossible possible.